So today we will be comparing Spain and Greek golden visa in terms of taxation, cost of living, and time to obtain those visas. Hello, my name is Irena. I'm an assistant operations manager in Nomad Capitalist, where we help individuals to go where they're treated best. For many years, the Greek Golden Visa program has offered one of the most affordable investment thresholds among its European counterparts, whereby applicants could qualify for a minimal real estate property investment worth at least 250,000 euros, among other investment options. To obtain Golden Visa in Greece, every individual can choose between the 4 investment options this country offers. The first option is to sign a lease agreement with a hotel or tourist establishment for at least 10 years to the value of 250,000 euros. The second option would require you to invest 400,000 euros in an investment fund that is established in Greece. Third option is investing in government bonds for at least 3 years worth of 400,000 euros. And the fourth option, which is the most popular one, is real estate investment. The minimum investment amount for the property purchase will rise from 250,000 euros to 500,000 euros. However, this will only apply to certain areas of Greece, which are mostly urban areas, such as, for example, Athens, Thessaloniki, some islands such as Mykonos and Santorini, while other areas remain at a minimum investment level of 250,000 euros. Now, there are a couple of more investment routes for getting Golden Visa in Greece. However, these are only some of the most attractive ones that we at Nomad Capitalist would recommend. Since we mentioned the possible investment opportunities, let's talk about the timeline a bit. So the timeline might differ between 2 months when you apply alone and 5 months if you apply with a spouse or other dependents. After you apply, you need to renew your permanent residency after 5 years by showing proof of, for example, still owning previously bought property or still holding the bonds. Citizenship is possible after 7 years, and you must spend at least 183 days each of those 7 years in Greece in order to qualify. Now let's touch base on taxation in Greece. Greece, like most European countries, has high employment income and business profits pension taxes that can differ from 9% and 44%. Corporate tax, on the other hand, is 22%. Residents in Greece are taxed on their worldwide income, while non-Greek residents are taxed only on their Greek-sourced income. It is also worth mentioning that when you buy property, you will need to pay an additional 24% VAT, but also you will have to pay the real estate transfer tax, which is another 3.09%. Nevertheless, Greece has a great option for high net worth individuals, which is a special tax regime where the Greek government offers a flat tax rate of 100,000 euros per year. Now let's move on to cost of living. The cost of living in Greece depends on the area where you live in. So for example, in Athens, a 1-bedroom apartment is available for around 650 euro per month. If you want a bit more luxury lifestyle, you can buy an apartment and the average cost varies between 1,000 euros and 4,000 euros per square meter in Athens and Santorini, while in Crete you have to spend from 800 euros to 2,000 euros per square meters. The average cost of utilities, for example, may be vary depending on the house, number of people, and the area where you live in. Let's say that for a 1-bedroom apartment, basic utilities will cost around 110 euros per month. At the same time, the cost of public transport is very low in Greece. For example, for a bus ticket, you will pay 1.5 euros, and the average cost of food is around 32 euros per day. It is also worth mentioning healthcare options. The first is a nationally founded universal healthcare system, and the second option, well, is private insurance. Private insurance can, of course, cost more than universal healthcare. Nevertheless, the cost of healthcare in Greece is twice cheaper as in the US. If you have no insurance, the standard checkup, for example, will cost you around 40 euros. Primary and secondary public education is free for both residents and non-residents. However, if you're not from the European Union, you will have to pay for university education, and the cost is around 1,500 euros per year. Before we move on to Spain Golden Visa, let us know your thoughts about Greece and Greek Golden Visa, and what do you think about the recent changes in the comments. Similar to Greek Golden Visa, Spain Golden Visa has 4 investment options, which are: you can either purchase a real estate in Spain worth of at least 500,000 euros, invest in the Spanish bonds of at least 2 million euros, you can either buy shares in a company or make a deposit in a Spanish bank of at least 1 million euros. And the third and fourth options, well, you can either buy shares in a company or make a deposit in a Spanish bank of at least 1 million euros. Now, when it comes to the timeline, the processing time for Spain's residency by Golden Visa is between 2 and 3 months, which is again pretty fast. Golden Visa here is valid for 1 year. After that, you need to exchange it for residency. The Spain residence permit is valid for 2 years, and it can be renewed without any stay requirement as long as you maintain your initial investment. If your goal, however, is permanent residency, you can apply after 5 years of continuous residency in Spain, which is at least 6 months each year. It takes a longer time to obtain citizenship. You have to wait 10 years to get the passport, and in order to get the passport, you must live in Spain for at least 6 months each of those 10 years. The good option, that is very worth of mentioning, is that if your original country of citizenship is a country from Latin America, you can get citizenship in Spain after only 2 years instead of 10. Let's talk about taxation now. Taxes in Spain differ from 19% and 45% when it comes to the income tax. Investors who live in Spain for more than 183 days a year will become tax residents automatically and will be taxed on their worldwide income. The tax rate for non-residents is 24.75% on income earned within the country, such as, for example, rental income. All profits from the sale of property are subject to capital gains tax. Capital gains tax rates begin at 24% and increase to 27% for profits over 50,000 euros. However, Spain is the only country in the European Union that imposes a wealth tax on citizens whose global net worth exceeds certain levels. Also, Spain has recently introduced the new tax as an addition to the wealth tax of 3.5% for individuals with net worth over 10 million euros. And this tax will be applied on anyone whose net worth exceeds 3 million euros. Similar to Greece, Spain also has a special expat regime for which you can qualify if you can either be employed by a Spanish company through a Spanish employment contract, or to be employed by a foreign company that assigns the individual to work in Spain. Another option is for you to be appointed as a director of a Spanish entity. In this case, if you qualify, you would be taxed only on Spanish-sourced income, while everything else will be exempt and not required to report in Spain. For personal income, there is a flat rate of 24% on the income up to 600,000 euros. Beyond that, it is taxed at 45%. Cost of living in Spain may also differ per the area and, of course, the lifestyle. To rent a one-bedroom apartment, you need around 650 euros per month. If you want to buy property in the biggest cities in Spain, you will have to pay between 1,500 euros and 5,000 euros per square meters on average. A typical monthly budget in Spain for groceries would be between 200 and 300 euros. In Spain, public education is mandated for all children up until age of 16. This implies that you are eligible to send your kids to school for free if you are a registered resident of Spain, excluding, of course, the price of books, uniforms, and other supplies. Now, many foreigners who reside in Spain prefer to enroll their kids in private or semi-private schools. This is due to Spanish being the language in all public schools. If you want to send your kids to a semi-private school, you'll have to pay approximately 700 to 800 euros, while the private schools cost around 1,300 euros. The cost of a private university, however, is between 5,500 euros up to 18,000 euros. Now, another important thing to mention is if you have permanent residency, healthcare in Spain is free. Most expats choose between private healthcare, which usually costs between 30 euros and 50 euros a month for people between 20 and 30 years of age. Of course, the cost goes up with age and your general state of health. Thank you for watching, and if you need any help or guidance, you can go on our nomadcapitalist.com website and fill in the application, and we would be more than happy to help you.